Hello, everybody. Hang on, I need to put that up so I can hear myself. This is Crystal Katsune. We are playing, or returning to, I should say, Amazon Trail. A while back we played the first episode of me, going through Amazon Trail. Where we last left off, we were talking to this guy, I think, or we were getting ready to leave this guy or something. And we ended up in a town, and each time you get past the blue mist, you go to a different place and time, and you talk to people from history. So we're going to go ahead and continue that. Sorry, I was trying to move my screen over. So we needed to get something. I don't remember what it was. Guarana. Okay. So talk to the next person. Okay, so what's today's date? Where are we? Tapajos. How do I go upriver? Bear to the right as soon as you leave Santarém, and then after that, keep to the left bank. Okay, so when we get out of here, we need to go to the right. And then from there, we keep to the left bank. So, okay, so we need a blue morpho butterfly. So we go to the right. To the right, to the right. Death and destruction is off to the right. No, so we immediately went right, so now we have to keep off to this side, I guess. Which is probably wrong. We'll probably end up having to backtrack again. When I was playing this game when I was a kid, I always end up dying because, you know, you either going too fast, don't have enough food, you fuck up and hit something like a log or another boat or something like that, you capsize, you get sick. It's the same thing with like Oregon Trail. You know, things happen and you get sick or party members die. And it's like, every time I would play Oregon Trail or Amazon Trail, mostly Oregon Trail though, I would play the game and it would be like, this person broke a leg. Or this person, I mean, I understand sicknesses, because sicknesses just happen. Especially when you're traveling and, you know, you don't have a lot of food and all that kind of stuff. But to break a leg, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, most of the time, you're just supposed to be sitting in the wagon while the train goes through. You know, the wagon train goes through. So let's talk to peoples. Who are you? I'm Claude Levi Strauss, French anthropologist. What's your trade? Kukari. I'll get the Kukari. I always used to just buy all the unusual stuff because sometimes you get them and you get points for having unusuals and stuff, like a collection. Colonel Percy Harrison Fawcett. That's a big name. Okay, where are we? Trompetes River flows from the north. How do we go upriver? You need to cross the Amazon following a large island to the left or west. Stay in the middle of the river. So, cross the Amazon, follow large onto the left. So we have to go to the left when we get out of here. And then stay in the middle. Okay. No problem. Rosewood oil. Let's get some of that. Food. Okay. And let's get the indigo. Because I think you get better. Okay. Score if you have different shit. God damn, you're so fucking. First aid kit? Okay. Okay, no thanks. So go off to the left, stay to the left. Okay, good. Stay to the left and then stay in the middle. So the one that I liked the most game-wise was the Amazon Trail 2. And I also liked Oregon Trail 2. The second games were, a lot better. I mean, these ones remind me of, my childhood because they're so old and so dated. But they don't have too much of playability because, like, once you get past, a certain point, or once you get through the game, you're basically, it's the same thing. Nothing changes, really. So, replayable factor, not so much. Same thing with Oregon Trail. Amazon Trail 2 and Oregon, I don't know about Oregon Trail because I actually never played Oregon Trail 2. But for Amazon Trail 2, it's a little bit more entertaining because they actually had people in that game. Because this game is like pixelated people, and the art style is like really crappy for this kind of game and everything. But they actually used like video files of people talking for Oregon or Amazon Trail 2, so it was a little bit more immersive because you actually had these actors who were coming through and were like, I'm this person, and to take on the personality and the who this person was, and it gives you more of a hearing somebody talk about themselves as if they were that person is a lot more immersive than just having text on the screen. So for me, it was a little bit more enjoyable, and there was like extra stuff too. I mean, besides the fact that you can go see the animals and stuff like that, and take pictures and collect things and things like that. There were stories. In a couple of the couple of the different time zones, there was like a medicine man in one of them, and then there was another storyteller guy, where you got to talk to, and listen to a story, and they would put like illustrations up for the story, and it was really nice, and I liked, that immersion. It's really cool. So if you haven't ever played Amazon Trail 2, I suggest it. I don't know where you could get it unless you buy it and find a way to run it on your computer, but it was a fun game and I enjoyed it. I just wish I could play it because it's so much more enjoyable, and I figured it would be more enjoyable for you guys to watch. Anyway, so this guy is Colonel Candido Rodon, working with the Brazilian government to explore unmapped areas and erect telegraph lines. Okay, so that's that guy. I don't remember him in Amazon Trail 2. What to trade? Barbasco. No, I need a Morpho Butterfly. No. Okay, so where are we? Mouse at the Great Madeira. Don't know how to pronounce that. How do we go upriver? Keep to the right as we leave here. Okay. Let's talk to the next person. Always two people. This should be Teddy Roosevelt. Yeah. Theodore Roosevelt, the former president of the United States. Former president of the United States. Explorer, naturalist, author, big game hunter. Want to trade? You got an iguana and a turtle. No thanks. You want to trade? No. Okay. Always do that twice. Two different people, and also, asked to trade twice because their stuff changes somewhat. So there's always like the extra little thing that they're hiding. Be like, want to trade? Oh, I don't want that stuff, but show me the good stuff. So yeah, we'll play this for a little while longer. We'll get to the next village, town, whatever, and then stop from there. So far, our health is doing good. We haven't had any updates of my health being poor, so that's always enjoyable. Oh, well, there goes that. Oh, we actually managed to save everything, and I just lost a little bit of health. Awesome. That's always great. Usually when you capsize, like, a lot of times when you capsize, it says, we lost most of our shit. Another thing is, like, another thing is like, oh, well, you got bit by piranha, or oh, we don't have anything to dry you off with, so you're gonna get malaria or whatever. Or some dumbass shit like that. So, yeah. That's always fun. But when I was younger, I think I probably mentioned this in another episode of something, but a lot of people don't see all the videos. So, if you happen to see this video and you're listening to it, my school experience, I was in private school up to the 4th grade. In the 5th grade, we couldn't afford the private school anymore, so they were trying to find alternate ways of my education. They really didn't want to put me into public school, because by that time, in our town anyway, there was like a lot of violence and shit, so they really didn't want me to go to a public school. So they were trying to find, well, how can we, finish your education without, actually going into public school. They found K through 8, so I was homeschooled up till, or from the 5th grade on. They have K through 8, and then they have the Independent Learning Center. The K through 8 is kindergarten through 8th grade, and when you get to 9th grade, you start high school, and then it's more your independent learning, and you have to do everything yourself, whereas K through 8 is usually taught by your parent. But, when we were doing the K through 8, once a week we'd go in and see the teacher, just like when you did the high school stuff. Went in once a week, saw the teacher, did tests, and got your homework assignments for the next following week. So I only had to go to school basically one day a week. So when my parents, or either my parent and teacher were talking, I got to go on the computer, the computers that they had there, or during like a party or something like that, sometimes I'd go on the computer, and they had these games on the computer, so I'd, sit here or sit there and play the games, and I didn't have, like, very much time. I had, like, half an hour, so there wasn't much time to get through the whole game, so I'd usually end up dying, or having to stop the game, or sometimes I'd save the game, so that I could go back to it the next time. But anyway, I probably kept you guys' time enough. I will go ahead and end this episode for now. We got through like 3 checkpoints in this game. We're on the 3rd one or 4th one or what. I wasn't even really paying attention, but we're chugging slowly along. There should only be a couple more oh, that's not what I wanted. This one, right? Yeah. We are here, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to go and not die. So that's our mission. But we are going to go ahead and not talk to anybody just yet. We're just going to go ahead and save the game. And save it here. And I will see everybody next time, but don't forget to like and share with your friends, and also don't forget to follow me on Twitter. The link to my Twitter and the link to some other stuff is down in the bottom. Spreadshirt account's down there, so you can get a shirt if you're so inclined, or a tote bag. The links are also on the front page on the banner if you don't want to copy paste, because I don't think they show up as links in the description. If they do, fine. If they don't, then that's another way you can get them. So I'll see everybody next time, and goodbye.